Welcome to Turntables Podcast. I'm your host, Two-Turn Edward, and I got my awesome co-host here, Rayfunk, and Jairo the Dawn.
What it do, players?
Yes.
Yeah. Clap it up.
Clap it.
All right,
What's up, fellas?
Everybody settle down. Sit down. Get a hold of yourselves.
The live audience right now.
Compose yourselves,
Calm down.
people.
We're live, guys.
It's kind of a big deal, but y'all can relax.
So, today's topics are hard work versus shortcuts. Taking the shortcuts and...
Give me a shortcut any day.
Yeah. I guess we do. I do take shortcuts on little things, but for this topic, it's more so, I guess, integrity
Oh, okay.
with yourself.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
know,
that's different.
instead of cutting corners on a, let's say a workout set, like, you're supposed to do 4 sets, but you do 3 sets, like just cheating yourself when you're supposed to do this such and such set. You do, that's just to give you an idea of integrity, the integrity part of.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but I know you did mention, you said about the 10 likes.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the 10 likes
So we got
on that last video from you guys. Y'all liked, what did we say? If we get 10 likes, we're going to do the sit-up challenge. Or
We're going to do abs challenge. Yeah.
I have my ways to get.
So, okay, well, 3 months. What are we gonna give ourselves? 3 months to
3
get?
months, 6 months.
July,
I think 6
August.
months.
I think we gotta add the weight in it too. Like, we gotta see if we can lose the weight,
okay.
and also whose body is more chiseled and
All right, cool.
shaped up right.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do before and after?
Yeah,
we should.
Before we leave, let's just take photos of our guts. Shirts off.
Whose phone are
guns out.
are those pictures going on?
Bro, my phone is super slow, so I don't have no memory.
All right.
So, but yeah, we appreciate you guys for
Thank
the
you.
10 likes. Thank you for showing love. And 10 likes.
Now we got to get some abs.
Now we got to get abs. And I don't know, maybe we can. I don't know if we should display our guts on,
No, I think
on the pod.
On camera.
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of daring, but I mean, with just shirts on, we'll just turn to the side with poke out our guts as much as we can.
So I'd say New Year's, the day after New Year's.
What?
Okay.
How long is
We
that?
do the inspection.
June.
To one.
So how long is that?
Bro, it's the 6th month of the year, right?
June.
So in 6
So
months,
6 and 6,
genius.
Dang, 6 months.
Don't hurt
Man, I
yourself
don't know
with
if
all
I
that.
want 6 months.
Hurt yourself with all
That
that math.
live math
bro.
on the fly.
6 months. Do y'all want to do it for 6 months?
I don't know.
No, but
I don't even want to do it, period.
that's the point.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Get some purpose in you.
It's June, right? July. We could start in July, August, September. I mean,
Okay.
come on. I mean, I feel
I'm
like
struggling with
I
this.
feel like we could do Halloween.
okay, 6 months then. I guess.
Halloween.
Because like think about it, bro. We're gonna have Thanksgiving after that.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving, December,
Bunch of
all
candy.
the holidays, bro. You're gonna want to splurge.
Bunch of
I know I
candy.
am.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to eat me some turkey, and whatever else is available.
Yeah.
All right.
Holiday meals.
All right, so steroids
Oh, is that a shortcut?
is one hell of a drug. Don't do them, kids,
Yeah,
ladies
wow.
and gentlemen. Don't do them. I repeat, don't.
Is that your Rick James impression?
Yeah,
Steroids is a hell of a drug.
it is. So yeah, I want to get into my story, my short story of me messing with anabolics. And so, it started about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I saw some stuff on IG, and
There you go.
it said it was basically, saying all the right things: get gains quicker, get cut quicker, It was saying something like it would help you grow at like more like what is the word? Muscle.
Muscle mass.
Yeah, muscle mass. And I was just like interested in, super intrigued about all the benefits it would give me and quick recovery. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I want to try that. I'm gonna try it. And it was a spray. It was a spray. So it wasn't the real, injectables or whatever. And so I thought, okay, cool. Let me experiment with this. I've never tried it. I've always thought about it, but I never fell through with it because I didn't have the courage to mess with steroids. But when I was younger, I always thought about, trying steroids. So I got it. It finally came in after maybe a week. And I was pretty excited. And I was like, all right. So immediately when I got it, 6 times under my tongue, sprayed it. And I put it to work. I went to go work out that day, and I was just feeling super amped about it. I don't know why. I felt like it was like amping me up. Like, all right, I'm roided out now, like anabolics, So I was excited, and I went, and I didn't feel nothing at first, but I think the second or third day, I started feeling something. And I knew something was wrong because when I got to the gym, I couldn't help but to feel like this thing's giving me power. Like this thing is giving me power. And in my spirit, I felt off. I felt like, I felt like there was something coming and challenging my way of thinking, because at one point I started almost idolizing this drug, this anabolic, and it really messed with my way of thinking that this thing is giving me powers. But in my heart and mind, God is the true power. And so there was these things coming at me. God is the true power, and this stuff is giving me some power. And I was wrestling with these let's just call them beings, on who would win. Who's more powerful? God, the power, or this thing that's gonna give me power? So I started choosing this thing, and I felt like really I was doing the wrong thing. At least in my own convictions, in my own conscience, I felt like I was doing the wrong thing. And I was going against my conscience. And I felt like I was just putting, just almost making myself cold to God, to the point where I'm going to keep taking this stuff. I can take on this thing. I can take it on. Like I can do it. Like almost in the sense without God. But I was using God through this process because I was going against my conscience. I felt like the Lord was telling me to stop taking this stuff, and I was disobeying. I didn't want to. I wanted the gains, the physical gains, but mentally, emotionally, I wasn't gaining nothing. I was declining rapidly. And I started noticing, self-doubt about myself. I started noticing just fear, these feelings of fear that would come out of nowhere. And me, I don't ever really have these feelings of fear, but they've been coming and I've been affected. Like it was really, really attached to my soul, and I couldn't help but to feel nothing but fear. I couldn't even like talk to a customer without feeling fearful of what they may say, what they might. I felt like I was gonna get
anxiety.
I felt like I was gonna get caught for doing something wrong when I was doing nothing wrong. And with people, and I just felt like I had to look over my shoulder. And so all these things started feeling, all these kinds of things happened to my emotions. And so I was battling with it for like about a week and a half. And it wasn't up until past Sunday or past Wednesday, we were meeting up with our leaders. And that day I felt the worst, bro. I felt the worst possible. I felt like I was in a cocoon. I was in a cave by myself, and I wanted to stay there. I didn't want to get out. I just wanted to be there and stay there. I didn't care what anybody was doing. I didn't care. I just was comfortable there. But I was feeling so horrible mentally. I felt like I had brain fog. I couldn't even process like a sentence. I couldn't do anything. My feelings, I felt so drained. Just felt like death was hovering over me. And so we got there. I was not feeling myself, like almost to the point I just felt so uncomfortable being there because I didn't feel right. I didn't feel good. And to me, when I'm around them, I always feel my best, but I didn't. I felt like I wanted to run away and hide. That's how bad it was. And I'm not like that at all. And so after maybe an hour, I was ready to go. I had to cut it short. I told them what was going on. I told them I was trying anabolics, and they're like, surprised. And then they prayed for me when I left. And that helped me a little bit, but man, I still felt like crap. I still felt horrible. And that same day, man, I felt like, man, that stuff was affecting me so bad. I just decided to quit that day. And if it wasn't for going over there, guys, I wouldn't have quit. I would have kept on going. But it really showed me I can't even be myself around anyone. But people that I care for and love, the people that know me, I can't be myself. And even not to this day, earlier today, y'all seen how even that was just, I was challenged. My feelings were challenged. And so, yeah, guys, I've been going through that process. I just really been feeling bad. And I'm still in the process of just full recovery from trying anabolic. And so that is my story for trying that. And I wanted to ask you guys, was there ever a time in your life where either doing something like that or doing something you should have done or cut a corner when it comes to the integrity of your own well-being, your own soul? It could be drugs. It could be anything that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you did anyway. And what was the outcome for you guys, your experience?
Man. Definitely. I mean, definitely the alcohol. Alcohol for me is always been a kind of a scapegoat for me to like relieve stress.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really haven't drank. I had a party.
What kind of stress, Ray?
Just stress from the everyday, just life. You know, at points, you know, I'd get home enough just time to change, and just to leave right away, and then not be back. You know, for another 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so like sometimes days off on the weekends where it's non-existent.
Yeah. What was your thought process through that? Like, were you aware that?
Honestly,
were you aware of and you were hurting anyone or hurting yourself or what it would do?
Oh, I mean, definitely hurting myself.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'd be home enough, you know, in time just to, you know, everybody's asleep, so really nobody to like affect, I guess, just me.
Yeah.
You know, so go home, go to sleep, and sleep it off, and the next day, you know, do it again.
Yeah. Jairo? Anything?
Man, I don't know where to begin, bro.
Just one thing.
Yeah, man, like just I'd say because as soon as you asked that, you know, I know I was kidding. I wasn't really kidding at first whenever you asked me, have you ever cut corners? And I was like, I ain't never cut corners in my life.
I know you were joking, and I was like, please.
So like the first time that I was like maybe
Jairo the Saint.
I was probably like like 16, 17 when I first tried Ecstasy. And you know how like you have LimeWire or FrostWire?
Yeah.
Well, he had LimeWire.
Oh yeah.
And I was in this room right here.
A lot of songs.
The little boiler room, and like I just started. I started making music. I started. It clicked in me when as soon as I took Ecstasy, I was like, man, these thoughts just started flowing to me, creative thoughts, and I was just like, it occurred to me. I was like, man, all these rappers, all this music. I was like, I can make my own music, and I was like, and I started downloading instrumentals, and so like that's how it all started. Like I started downloading instrumentals, and like, you know, I started making music, and you know, from there, you know, needless to say, bro, I like dove into just taking Ecstasy all the time. Like all the time.
This was when you were in high school?
I'd be rolling, yeah. And I'd be rolling, bro, like, you know, to entertain people. Like everybody would be around me like, oh, hey, Jairo, bust a freestyle, bro. Like that was always my thing. Like, oh, hey, Jairo can flow. And so like people started talking about it like, oh, Jairo can flow, bro. You should hear Jairo flow. So I started building this big reputation. But like, and like some songs came from it and stuff like that. But, you know, obviously that was like a shortcut, to like open up these creative doors, you know what I mean? And like, to make me more creative. You know what I mean? I felt like I couldn't even be creative. I couldn't even write a song if I wasn't on Ecstasy or if I wasn't smoking weed and extremely blazed.
Yeah.
You know?
That was your inspiration.
That was probably my shortcut too. Like alcohol is like, especially like with you know nightlife. You need to get through the night. you know, you need to get through these people that are just coming at you, random people just being demanding on stuff, and it just it can get to you, man. It's just like some people have the freaking
The nerve.
the entitlement, bro. The entitlement is just like unreal. It's just like, you know, what the hell?
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, they would be, like, when they would ask you, like, hey, play my song.
Like
Play
demanding.
this song.
Demanding.
You better play this song.
They're like, we're the biggest, the most told lie. Our group's about to leave. Can you play the song? And you're like, no. Go ahead and go.
Yeah.
But it, you know, a lot of it is how you approach somebody. If you approach somebody like, hey, you know, you're doing really good, this and that. Like, hey, you know, we're here for such and such his birthday. Is there a way you can play the song?
Bro, just to tell you, I was always that guy, bro. I would harass me some DJs.
Yeah, so screw you, buddy.
I harassed.
So
DJs.
okay,
He was
think about
that
it. Think
pig.
about that, right? So just you, one person. Every single person in that damn nightclub or bar is coming at you.
Yeah, I'm bothering you.
Yeah.
Harassing.
And you just want to be like creative.
Yeah, you
freely
just like
creative.
just go over there, drink your drink.
Right. Have a good time, enjoy the music.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the song eventually.
Yeah.
Like, no, I gotta hear it now. Like, no, it's not the way it works. This song's to be played at this time,
Right.
not 9:30 in the evening. You know, like night starting off. Like, no, you can't go buck wild. But yeah, man, just to get through the night, and of course, dealing with sometimes bar managers can be a pain in the ass to work with. Getting through that night too. So you got to deal with bartender.
What was their niche, or what would they get onto you about?
Music selection. Like, oh, play this, play that. They try to direct you.
So they would be like the people.
Well, the thing is they're trying to get rid of certain people.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Okay, can you open that up? What are you talking
okay.
about?
So, depending on the type of place you're at,
give me an example, like a ghetto or
let's just say you're high. You're kind of in a high end place, but certain people come in. Doesn't matter color, wear, whatever. Like, oh, don't play any of this.
Like rap or
rap music, Mexican music, any Latin music. Yeah.
What'd they have you play instead?
Anything but that.
Wow. That's the best kind of music. So like, say for example, like a country folk.
Depends.
It'd be like nothing but country music type.
I wouldn't do gigs like that.
Hip hop maybe.
I do more like the pop stuff,
Right. Wow, I didn't know that.
Kind of stuff that would be on the radios.
So there's like a science to it then, huh?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
dude, that's crazy.
And just depending on, like, I recently dealt with that and I forgot all about that. I'm like, damn, I hate this. I did. It was just like, damn, dude, you're cutting off like my left arm. You telling me not to play this? It's like, good gosh,
Handicapping you.
Yeah, man. It's just like, well, it goes half. That's like 40% of my library. It was like, dude.
Wow. Well, you got more than how many?
Yeah, but still, it's just like.
So a place that you DJ'd at, every like all the managers were the same like that?
No, it's just
or
one specific one specific one that was there, and it was weird because they told me not to play certain music, and then one of the owners was there and like, hey, play this song, and I didn't realize that she was an owner, and I'm like, I'll try to get to it, I was trying to go by what he was telling me. I'm like, I'll try to work it in, and then. Yeah, it was just kind of awkward. Like they put me in a bad spot. It's just like I couldn't. At that point, I just couldn't be me. Yeah. I had to play like okay, and I had to play like scared almost in a way. Not scared, but like doubting what I'm playing. Like, is this gonna be okay? Like,
that's interesting.
So racism in nightlife, it happens.
Wow,
it's a thing.
Don't you play none of that Boehner music, because I don't want to hear it. Don't you know?
Hey, so, bro, I don't even think I've ever asked you this, but when did you start rapping?
I just told you whenever.
In high school?
Like when I was 16, bro. Like literally, the first time a pencil or a pen touched the paper was because I took a damn EXO and I was in this stupid room here, and we had like the family computer, and I downloaded an instrumental for the very first time ever.
And you were hooked.
And I was like,
That's
I'm
it.
hooked. I freaking wrote a song, and I was like, this is amazing. I'm gonna be the
LimeWire.
best rapper alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that was the very first rap that I ever spit. It must have been like 16 on Ecstasy. Just imagine a 16-year-old Mexican boy out of his damn mind on Ecstasy. So here's the downside to that, you know. Like, obviously, you know, later on, I mean, obviously I didn't see no effects till, like, now.
Now?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for all those 20s and just, I was just still, like, not, like, caring, you know what I mean? Like, this was pre-twins, so I didn't give a
Yeah,
shit
you
about
didn't
nothing.
realize what toll it was taking on your body or
My
yourself?
brain cells.
Yeah, your brain, bro.
I was killing
You know, I
brain
want- I feel
cells
you on that.
left and right, bro. Like,
Me too.
I
With
probably
the
would be way
exos.
smarter right now. You know
Your
what I mean?
memory.
Like, even smarter.
Better memory for
Bro, I have a
sure.
horrible memory.
Oh.
You know, it's funny. Rudy, I was talking because I was kind of like talking to him. It's funny because he like pretends that we're like literally podcasting when I'm on the phone with this guy. So it's like weird. So he's like practicing all the damn time. Even with us.
Shout out
He's
Rudy.
like, hit me with some questions. And damn it, my mind just went blank. Hold on, it'll
There
come
it goes,
back
the
to me.
exos.
Yeah, there it goes. You
Kicking
know,
in.
that was the next.
Let's keep them on
So
track.
wait, I was hold on. I wanted to ask you, like, have you ever, like, or did you ever see why? Okay, have you ever approached a manager just saying, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna play only.
No.
I don't need your help.
I don't need your.
I'm gonna do what I want to do."
I don't need your 2
No,
cents.
that's not the way it works.
So okay, you never done it.
No.
You were.
I was fortunate enough to have a place where I could pretty much do that.
Well, that's good.
I had the like, so I was being I guess what you would call like I guess corporate man. I don't know what you call it, team player.
Right.
So I kind of knew what the vibe was and what they wanted for the bar, and I stuck to it. Like you know, I
Try to
try
make
to
them
keep
happy.
it. Yeah, you know, of course, you know the hip hop music, the dance music, and all that stuff was kind of
Hip Hop Anonymous.
hip hop anonymous. You know that type of music at the time would keep you know, will bring in a younger crowd. They wanted more mature, like not that they're not gonna be raging and, you know, like tearing up the damn bar.
Right.
So they wanted that kind of vibe. So I would do it. Now every once in a while, yeah, you throw in the new stuff in,
Right.
but it wasn't like just like a all out, you know, Project X party, you know.
Project X.
Yeah.
Which I could have done, but see, I kind of made my niche in that type of like music, like style, where it was kind of like an open format, where it was like you could hear a rock song with, you know, old '90s song,
Yeah.
and just kind of like make them all work, and that's kind of what they wanted me for. And I play a lot of the sing along stuff, so people, you know,
Right.
were singing in the bar, and everybody in the bar is going to be singing the song.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they wanted, kind of like a piano bar type vibe. Have you ever been to a piano bar? People are always singing and stuff.
Yeah. Like, what about like a karaoke?
No,
Nothing like a karaoke.
No.
Okay.
no. Karaoke
Because
is where you
karaoke
come
be
up-
getting live.
Yeah, but that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole different, like another niche of
Right.
of
Music or
music. Yeah.
bars.
Karaoke DJ and a regular DJ is two different things. Although I used to do it, didn't like it, but I could do it. Because I wasn't one of those guys that like to sing and stuff, so I wasn't really good.
What do you
at
mean
it.
sing?
You know,
Like, there's
'cause
some
a lot of
DJs
the-
that sing?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
there's guys that, you know, sing.
Like, say something like word or like
No,
something
no, like-
stupid. Or like-
actually sing songs and stuff. You know,
Wow. I didn't know that.
to fill like the dead air and stuff. Like if people are not signing up to sing, you go up there and sing and keep the night flowing.
Do you remember?
Remember? Oh yeah.
Duh. Oh, let's not stop because he's gonna forget again.
Because
Keep him on track.
Rudy was like, he was like, you know, if you could improve one of your strengths, which strength would you improve?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And I was like,
Man.
shit, my memory, bro. I wish
Yeah,
I had
for
better
sure.
memory, bro. Like, I wish I could sharpen that bad boy up. I wish I
Oh,
could
man.
remember
There-
everything.
There are things.
I wish I could remember everything I've said. I wish I could remember every experience I've had. I wish I could remember everything I've read. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And it's so messed up because I'm like thinking about it right now, which I hate thinking about it. Like, I know it's because of all the drugs in the past. That's why my memory is shit.
Bro, but you do remember things. It's like when we're in a conversation, you bring up stuff from way. I'm like,
specific.
bro, how do you remember that? But I have a thing about when it comes to memory, bro. Like, because I was in your position too when it comes to memory, bro. But now, like, for some reason, bro, like whether if I'm reading or writing, it sticks to my brain somehow, and it just comes out, bro.
Not for me.
That's good, bro.
Not
It
for
really
me.
does help, Pyro. Like, if you write.
No,
like,
that's a thing. It's
with my
like
topics and my intros, I wrote it. I don't know how many times I wrote it, but I wrote it different times too, like different ways. Mm-hmm. But it comes out one way or another.
That's the thing, because so me being a DJ, there sometimes I had to do wedding intros, and I had to do the same thing. I had to like write it out, like to remember the
names,
and just like not to mispronounce or misenunciate like names. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, writing it down is a thing.
It is.
Like it does commit to memory more.
Yeah. So I would say that, bro. If you really want your memory to work again, write everything out, bro. Even
I give
like
up already.
You giving up? You giving up on yourself?
Next topic.
I don't care anymore, right?
Bro, it's important because it affects
Not to me.
podcasts too. It, like, if you do things and you write it down, we don't have to veer to the left here. Well, and then, Jairo remembers this time. It helps. Remember we were talking about quality offset? We were talking about quality, and that's another thing I want to bring. Quality.
Right.
Just stories, whatever, remembering.
All right, let's scrap this and start over.
You know? So it's like...
You know what? All right. Because you talked about shortcuts. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you read the Google Doc. Do you remember whenever we were in Houston and we screwed up that guy's roof?
Man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Please talk about that. Let's go. Yeah, let's talk about that.
So me and this guy thought we had roofing on lock, bro.
Yeah, we thought we were masters already. So, and we just barely started.
So and then we somehow got this client, bro. We somehow got this client that, to do his roof. I think it was like a fucking like a shed or a garage that he had in his backyard.
It was that time when the hurricane hit in Houston. I don't know. That was some years ago.
I think that was Katrina, bro.
Was it Katrina?
No. It was the other one.
I don't know the name.
It was recent, actually. It was
Katrina, Ray.
No, that was like 8 years ago. No,
Katrina was more of a
when we were in
New
our
Orleans.
early 20s, though, dude.
But it swept through Texas too, though.
Yeah, it hit some part of
Houston. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, we could Google it later, but
because I remember thinking that while we were over there, like this is like
I know there's hurricanes over there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, man. I don't know if you ever seen the process of like roofing and shit. Like you gotta use the chalk line.
That's how they say it. The Mexican homies.
Have you ever seen the chalk line? It's like a string, and it's actually really freaking genius.
And then it just leaves the
Whoever
chalk.
came up with that? Genius.
They made money.
There's chalk in the thing, and they pull.
They pop it.
They pop it.
So you can go along with your shingles and nail them. So.
I had to stop, but I don't know if that'd be appropriate.
What? He can.
I don't know. Never mind.
Pop it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I've been having these perverse thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what she said.
Right. And so, so we somehow got this client, and bro, we didn't chalk line it or we didn't do nothing. We just kind of eyeballed it.
They trusted us enough.
He trusted us, bro. And then when we're done, if you see the shingles, they're all like.
Bro, bro, and he had to go back and rip them off and do it himself, and he still paid us.
Did he?
Yeah, he still paid us, bro. But we did the worst job ever.
We tried though.
That was one and done.
Yeah,
we tried. But,
that really discouraged us. And
damn, this is a good time to bring up the time that saved your life.
Tell him. He saved my life.
Bro, it's freezing balls, bro. And so there's ice up there on the roof.
Yeah.
And so we go up on the roof. And was it a 2-story? I'm not sure if it was 2-story.
One story, but
freaking
still,
high though.
Yeah.
I get up there, bro.
Big house.
And it's so trippy because bro, we got so good, strong legs and everything. We got so good at walking up the damn ladder without even touching the damn ladder.
Oh wow.
It's a stair. Just
damn nearly. We're just balanced and then with shingles.
And with shingles, and you just step on. You just kind of step. You don't even put your plant your hand. None of that shit. You just step up. And you're just click.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
nothing.
I was like, Edward's coming up, and I'm holding the ladder, bro, and there's ice. There's ice on the roof.
Yeah.
Like to the left where you're gonna step. So really, you should like I was stepped right. I was like, oh, there's a big old thing of ice there, so I might want to step right. And I was like, Edward, don't step there. First thing this fucking guy does. I'm like, oh shit! I freaking grabbed his shirt and the fucking ladder, like comes off the damn what is it called? The gutter.
Yeah.
You just see Edward, bro. You just see him.
Bro,
I was fucking slipping.
I was trying to, yeah, bro. I'm surprised because he could have fell off with me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was crazy. But when he said that, don't step there, I'm thinking to myself, man, that ice ain't slippery,
Oh boy.
Shoom, bro. His foot just
bro.
blew up.
If it wasn't for this guy, I would have had a broken arm, broken neck,
Broken something would have
Yeah.
been broken.
But man, that was crazy.
This was the same trip.
Yeah.
yeah, it was it was bad. It's whenever, I don't know if you remember, but when I had the green Dodge,
Yeah,
Yeah,
green
yeah, yeah.
hammy.
Green-
That thing's a hammy.
hit me. And yeah, that's whenever we were working in Odessa. That's whenever
No, that was Houston.
Odessa, Houston, and that's whenever I dropped out.
Scrooston.
I decided
Texas.
to drop out from high school because
We were that.
I wanted to pursue my dreams of
Being a roofer.
being a professional roofer.
How'd that turn out?
Not well. Within 6 months, I came back home. We gave up, or we stopped working, doing roofing for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And
Bro, I
It's
had,
good
I had
business,
horse,
though.
I had
It
horse
is.
legs. I had horse legs back then,
Yeah,
bro.
we
I
both
could
did.
run fast.
we both did.
He was running.
We were stupid too, like, because we would smoke cigarettes going up there. This
Oh,
is whenever we picked up our bad habit.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were like smoking cigarettes while
Smoking
with
cools.
2 shingles and
2 bundles of shingles.
bro,
That
we
shit
were
is heavy, bro.
Stupid, like it was dumb, but yeah, that's how young and
Hell no. I
young
remember
and
one
dumb
time
we
I
were
almost.
and thought we were gonna be.
Hey,
what?
Jairo.
I got a good one.
Hey, Jairo, real quick. Sorry.
What?
I need to take a break.
All
You
right,
gotta
cool.
take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
Take a break.
Right?
I don't want to stop your story.
Yeah.
Bro. Damn, well, should I save this story?
What story is it?
Should I save the next story?
Yeah, share the story. but
Okay.
Make sure you remember. Oh, is that your phone?
Nah, I'll just save it.
Bro,
You gotta take a piss or something?
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tangled up though.
how long have you been
Everybody's
in
over here bothering me.
46 minutes.
Okay. We'll go with this one story and that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll see how. Yeah. Oh, man.
I wonder if my dad was still gonna want to go to the gym because my dad wanted to go to the gym with me.
Today?
Yeah, I don't even feel like going, but I usually always go. Even
Have
though
you
I
gone
don't feel
today?
like going. Hell no.
What's stopping?
What's stopping me? Oh, nothing.
Your feelings?
I could still go.
Do you?
I gotta take that. I gotta take this tuxedo to Baby Roy toy and see if it fits him.
What is it?
It's for his baptism. Little,
Yeah, they like that'll fit 'em.
it comes with a little vest
That's funny.
and a little bow. Back all
for
beat.
his
For the
neck.
Yeah, for the.
Roy boy. Remember Roy Williams?
Yeah. Man, bro, did I tell you how bothered I was that one weekend whenever my mom like needed me to go talk to the pastor about, and so because he needed to tell me what baptism meant. Did I talk to you about
I
that?
don't think you did.
Well, that shit was bothering me, bro.
Why?
Because like I got this pastor trying to tell me like, oh, he needs to talk to me because he needs to explain to me baptism, like as if I don't know what it means.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna start wearing what is those bags?
What?
The bags that you just pee in.
Oh yeah, you can connect it
Yeah.
to your tip and then put it right here at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And just let it go. No, that's crazy. Yeah, I would do that. So like if I was cause have you ever seen those Beast or Mr. Beast competitions where they have to sit there?
Oh, yeah.
To the
Uh-huh.
last one they have
Yeah.
like a nice freaking Lamborghini.
Yeah.
The guy came prepared. He had that patch
Oh really?
right there.
Wow.
It's like a big old thing of it. You just pee right there, standing up.
Damn.
He won.
Wow.
Thought it through. Yeah, it was crazy.
All right.
You remember the story?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Oh. You want to intro it back? Like, all right, we're back.
And we're back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Anyway. Oh, yeah.
And we're back.
Yay.
Showtime.
You were saying?
So, this was a separate time, but I was in Houston again, though. And I was working for my cousin's husband. So, there was this house. It was like a 2-story house, bro. And would you call it overcompensating? Yeah, I guess I was taking a shortcut in a sense because I thought I was a badass. Oh, you know, Billy Badass. I thought I was Billy Badass, and then I freaking put two bundles of shingles, and you how much is that's a lot of weight,
It
bro.
depends. It depends.
It's a lot of weight.
No,
to,
one by itself is heavy.
It is.
I have a few of them at home, and I moved them around.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's
Well,
heavy.
some of them are different though. Some come with more, and some come with less.
Ah, okay.
So here's a perfect ass example story
Perfect
of
ass.
trying to take a short. Right. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's a perfect story to say a shortcut, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was trying to take this. I was trying to take 2 shingles, but I had to go to a 2-story house, bro.
Ooh.
More like 3.
That's crazy.
It feels like 3 because
Yeah, because the way mine is the. No, it's 2.
Yours is
but
2-story.
It's 2. But you have the
It's a half a
levels.
story and then a 2-story.
Yeah, you have the levels.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just like you have to take.
Right.
yeah. So it's a
Two-
little
you
bit
have to
higher.
jump twice.
Right. Yeah. So, and it's I don't know if you ever heard of Sugarland
Yeah.
In Houston.
in Houston, bro. It's like, bro, every house is a damn mansion.
Yeah, you
Anyways.
told me.
Yep.
You told me it was nice.
Bro, I had two bundles. Bro, I
Wait,
got
how do you
halfway.
know about it?
How about what?
Sugarland in Houston.
It's a known city.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Did you know about it?
No, until you told me.
Yeah,
About
I know it's one
No.
of the
Oh,
When you
before.
told me previous,
one of the suburbs, and that's like a really high end.
No, yeah, very,
Yeah.
very, very, very high.
like
end.
where, wealthy people.
where the ballers ball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I got like halfway up this ladder, bro, and I would say a little bit more than halfway, so a third of the way there. And dude, my legs gave out, and I was nowhere near the top.
Dang.
I did not have enough strength to like
Push through.
to like muscle back down
Yo,
Oh my
wow.
gosh,
or even make it up.
bruh.
It was like they say in John Wick, it was just sheer will, because my legs were numb, bro. Like, cause I went off to the next step and I'm like, and I'm like, no, there's no go. And I have like 2 bundles, and I had like threw one off. I had to from up there, and he was pissed because that whole. Not the whole thing, but like majority of those shingles went to waste because they landed wrong. You know, the
Oh,
edge
man.
just
Dang.
boom and kind of destroyed the shingles.
Yeah.
But bro, I had to drop one bundle, bro, from all the way the hell up there. I was like, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna just get one up there, bro. And bro, like little by little, bro, like maybe like 5-6 steps, I barely made it,
Wow.
bro. And I remember just looking down, bro. And my heart was beating so hard, bro. Like I was just looking down and just see pure concrete. Like I know they've seen my story where I work at, bro. That shit is, bro.
Dang.
It's scary, bro.
Yeah.
My fear is being tested lately, bro. I'm up high, bro. At least I got a harness on though.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta kind of take that thing off just to do what you're doing up there, bro. It's sketchy.
Man, I've seen the videos where like forklift drivers would hit the racks. And
Oh,
then-
yeah, and the whole rack falls down.
Oh, come
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
me, bro.
that's.
I remember
It's scary.
I remember one time I was working at this place called NFI. I was driving forklift, and this idiot, bro, they had barely hired this poor guy. And I don't feel bad for him. He was an idiot because he was backing up, and he ran into this water pipe, bro. That water pipe flooded the whole warehouse,
Dang,
bro.
dude.
They fired his ass instantly.
Wow.
You just see
Wow.
I'm driving, and I was just driving around. It's like, it reminded me of that movie Titanic. Because I was in between the aisles, and I'm just like, and I just see like water kind of like just coming like, and I'm like,
Like, where's this
what
water
the
coming?
hell?
What is this water doing
Bro,
here?
that's crazy. That's like the
Yeah, you don't
least,
see that every day.
You know what I mean? You don't expect that shit to happen. You just see water like it reminded me of one of those movies like the 2012. Is that the 2012 movie or the Day After Tomorrow movie? Like the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Like, is this a tsunami? It's the end. It's the end. You know what I mean?
How's the new job going? Jairo, ladies and gentlemen, Jairo got a new job.
Oh yeah.
He's working.
He's not working with El Shrek anymore.
He's not. Yeah, Papa
Fuck
Shrek.
you, Tim Love. No, I'm just playing. No, Tim Love never.
Yo,
Yeah, whoa.
chill.
Nah. I'm just playing Tim Love.
Come after you.
You got it. Right,
So-
he's gonna come at me with his powerful lawyers.
How's your experience with
Bro.
your new job, man?
It's interesting, right? Because I'm there and I'm watching this other guy get chewed out, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I was like, bro, this guy better not even think about talking to me like that. You know what I mean? But it's I love it because I'm a real introverted person. I'm not very social unless I know you, right? You know, we talked about this. And bro, I love it, bro. I don't have to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to nobody the whole damn day. I don't have to. Nobody's gonna bother me. All I do is get my little sheet and I do my little putaways. I put away these furniture. It's Ashley's furniture.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a big brand. Ashley's Furniture
Yeah,
Warehouse.
I've heard of.
Is it here in Fort Worth?
It's in Alta Mesa. You know where the Miller Brewing?
Oh yeah,
the Miller building over
35,
there, down
yeah.
yonder.
I think they're going on a
Yonder.
strike.
Yeah, they've been on strike, bro.
Really?
Why?
Because I remember passing by there. I just see people out there with picket signs, and I'm like, and it says something about a strike. I'm like,
Yeah,
why are they going through a strike, or what's going on there? Do you know?
I guess one more pay. That's usually what
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm happy with it. You know, ain't nobody bothering me. I can do whatever. I can't do whatever I want, but I take care of my business. I get there at 5 a.m. and I leave by 1:30, and I'm like, hell yeah, I got the
That's
whole
pretty
day
cool.
now.
How could you, Jairo? How could you just leave everybody behind?
Bye.
Man, I'll tell you. I'll say this: like, y'all, you had some great stories coming out of
coming
there. When it comes to people, bro, it's like you get
Yeah, that's
fun
where
and
Papa
great
Shrek,
stories.
Papa Shrek came from.
Famous Papa Shrek.
I won't miss him. He won't be missed. He won't be missed. I'm sorry, bro. He just won't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Shit, yeah, man. I'm in my element now, bro. Like, this is my element. Like, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. That's
Now
cool,
I can
man.
just chill and listen to my podcast all day. Because that's what
And
I would do, bro.
podcast and
Like,
work.
that has a lot to do with why I'm even podcasting now. Like, jobs like that where I'm just chilling the whole day by myself. I get to just plug my headphones in. Ain't nobody bothering me. Listen
Yeah.
to some Rogan,
Yeah.
some Rogaine. I was
You know,
listening to the Kid Rock one today.
I had an interesting thought today, bro. Or a couple of days ago. And whenever I was inside Jersey Mike's or Mike Jersey's,
Jersey Mike's.
I don't know why, bro, but I felt like an unctioning from God, right? And so my experience in that was whenever I was there in the store and I felt really compelled to talk to the gentleman in front of me. He was a younger man. He was like a 20, maybe 21, 23, around that age.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to. And I was like, for what? Like, I don't know this guy. I don't want to talk to anybody. This is when I was going through my feelings of just, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just feeling in my cocoon and I don't feel like being friendly or anything. And so the thought that came to me, bro, is like, why don't you just say hi to him? You will never see him again anyway. So why not just say hi to him? And I couldn't help but to think, like, it's crazy how the people that we interact with or are on the outside, like, you know, if you go to your corner store or whatever, it's like, why don't I just interact with him? It's like, I'm never going to see him again. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it would be nice to try to get to know who he is. And I'm like, for what? And I felt like I need to just get out of my shell more because you never know who you'll meet, bro. You never know we'll meet the next. You never know you might meet the next guest for the podcast. You never know you might meet an interesting person who does such and such and such and such. And it's like I couldn't help but to think like, I need to get out of my shell. Because I feel like when you interact with people, you really find out. You get to find out. That's the thing. You get to find out what they're about or who they are.
Yeah. I can definitely attest to that because, I mean, again, being in the nightlife, being, you know, in the space that I was in, you don't know who is in the crowd.
Right.
the next opportunity,
Right.
and how you treat. That was the thing though. Like even though people were coming at you all sideways, you still have to be kind of like, like not unprofessional. Sometimes
Right.
I'll be like, get the fuck out. But that's when it was to that level. It's like I get bouncers and stuff involved, and like, no, this person's got to go.
Right.
But you pretty much you want to be respectable, and respect them, as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just acknowledge that they're there. Talk to them. If they're trying to small chat. Talk with you in small chat. So you just kind of like politely say, look, hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good time, and let me just do my thing.
Get back to work.
Get back to work, and not be like a
Complete
leave me
ass.
the fuck alone. Get out of here. And again, that's where that you don't know who's in the crowd.
Right.
Like, hey, we have this event coming on. We'd like to be our DJ.
Right.
And that's how.
Wow.
That's how you get opportunities. You don't.
It's true.
You don't know who you're interacting with, and if you treat them well and treat them like a person, it's maybe a next opportunity for something.
Yeah, because your first interaction could be it could set the tone.
Yeah, for sure.
So that experience, that encounter that you have with a person could really change. You never know. It could change your life.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
Be just another day.
Yeah, or meet some really cool people
And connect
have really cool people in your Rolodex. That's your phone. Rolodexes are dead now, but
right. And I feel like I'm going to start interacting with people more, just because I feel like it's just the fear of the wall that's there. It's just a wall of fear to I'm afraid of growing or excelling, and when it comes to people, like starting a relationship with people, because I feel like it's hard work, and I could be a fearful person, at least in the beginning. When starting a new relationship, I'm afraid, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to start another relationship because it's
hard
about
work. The time management. And
it's hard work. It's hard to keep up with relationships. It's hard. And it's like, but I feel like a lot of that, some of that thought process has to change in order to get anywhere with anything you do. It could be for like my window cleaning business or whatever you're doing.
I agree with Drake when he said no new friends. No new friends. No new.
Yeah, I mean, there's friends and there's just people you know.
Yeah.
So people that you know could really change and help you, move up.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I honestly feel like, because I'm over here praying for these things, like, succeeding, right? And
it's right in front of you, bro.
And I've gotten placed in front of so many people, bro, that looked interesting.
Yeah.
But I was afraid to open my mouth. And that's frustrating, because they could have been somebody that was interesting.
Yeah, could have paired up and
talk to them. For some reason, I'm afraid to talk to people about my podcast, our podcast, this podcast.
I got to be honest. I don't really share to anybody that I have a podcast.
Bro, that's funny.
Too.
I have.
That's good.
I have.
We need you.
Like these
We need you.
The last two guys that, because when I first started this job, this last one, they had me unloading trucks. Because I was waiting for the guy to train me on the forklift, and this guy that was the supervisor, bro, like, I was just bored, bro, out of boredom. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, this is miserable, bro. Like, hey, bro, how are you doing, bro? I'm good, bro, good. And this cool thing about this guy is he wouldn't shut the hell up.
No, that's good.
I was like, okay, so once I got this guy going, I could kind of piggyback off of the things he's saying. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, hey, bro, and he's like, what's up? And I was like, I got a pole podcast. He's like, you do? I was like, yeah, bro, you should subscribe. And he's like, all right. And this was shortly before.
Wow, that's cool, bro.
You said that we got the 60. Yeah. So I know that helped. And then this other fool was freaking ripped, bro. Freaking big swole ass fool named Alex. He said he had a court date today. Hopefully he didn't get locked up or nothing. But I told him about it. And I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, you mind subscribing or what? And he was like, oh yeah, man. He's like, yeah, man. I'll share some support. It's because like they're cool as fuck. So I'm just like, man, he's cool. Like, hey, bro, I got a podcast for real. And they're like, bro, it captures their interest, and it really gives you something to talk about.
Yeah,
because like really,
so true.
Really, because I wasn't telling him shit. You know what I mean? Because he started telling me shit. Because all I did was say. It's just like, what do I? Because he was training me, bro. Like I'm on this lift, and we both got harnesses on, and we're both like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I might as well chop it up with this guy.
Yeah,
bro.
might as well
I'm
see
fucking
who
bored.
I'm dealing with here.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah,
bored.
get to know
And
him.
you know what? It's crazy. Like
funny.
my introvertness, like my antisocialness, gets trumped by my boredness. Like fuck that. I'm
it's
too
like a
bored, bro.
force.
Like fuck this antisocial crap. I'm talking.
He gets
You know what I mean?
bored of
I
his
mean,
antisocial.
you are shoulder to shoulder. I mean, like, come on, you
Yeah,
gotta be.
yeah.
It's a little intimate.
Yeah, and I like this guy, bro. He gave some encouraging words, bro. He was like, yeah, man, you need to keep it up, bro. You never know, bro. He's like, you never know, man. You might just go viral one day, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, just keep going, bro. Keep pushing. And I was like, hell
What's
yeah.
up, bro?
Not that I needed your encouragement. Nah,
Yeah, watch out.
You know, I'm just kidding, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, I hate to be such a dick, but I do have thoughts like that. Like sinister. I have a lot of sinister thoughts.
You mean egotistical?
Very egotistical, bro. Very, very. Like, you
Yeah.
have no idea. Well, I'm letting it be known now.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's cockiness. But it's like I was telling my girlfriend, I was just like, man, she's like, damn, big-headed ass. And I'm just like, I was like, there's a big difference between being arrogant and being confident. That's funny because
know.
I was going to ask y'all that.
gotta
We
open that.
first started for this podcast, that was one of my original questions that I was going to ask y'all.
Well, ask now.
So, all right, here we are.
Let's see.
Here we are.
What do y'all think?
What's the difference between
What do y'all
arrogance
think? Yeah, exactly.
and confidence?
There you go.
One more time.
What's the difference between being arrogant and being confident?
Yeah. Okay.
There's a thin line, and that's funny because that's what she said. She was like, "There's a very thin line," And I was like,
Well, what do you think? What do you
What do
think?
I think?
Yeah. Let's hear yours.
I think that arrogance is more pride. It's filled with pride. Like,
Yeah,
I'm,
okay.
I'm the shit over here. Confident is
But
just
what
like
if you
you're
really
humble
are,
about that.
though?
Like, okay, perfect example, bro. Been on the bench, working out, almost up to like 300 pounds down. I'm just like, man, arrogant would be like, what do you lift? What do you lift? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you lift? Like 130?
Yeah.
All right, little fella.
This guy doesn't even lift. All right, little guy. You know what I'm saying? He don't even go to the gym.
Yeah. Okay. That's
And I'd say confident would be like,
Skip leg day much, bro?
and I think confidence would just be like,
I think
hey,
I
man.
could do 325.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's like kind of like how you
Man.
approach it. I think like I just
know.
said, confidence is filled with humility. Arrogance is like you. Okay. Here we go. I feel like arrogance is celebrating success pridefully. Confidence is you celebrating success humble with humility.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I would describe it. That's
kind
how.
Bro, but okay, so for example, like, we know some really good basketball players, and they're just
Basketball.
overly confident when it comes to the sport.
Balling.
Like, they know they got it, and so I got it.
Yeah,
Like,
they.
to me, I don't know, like, I can't say that's arrogant. I think that's just confident, because when you know you got it, you got it. Like, hey, proof is in the pudding.
He's getting cocky.
Proof is in the pudding. But if you're boasting about yourself that you're great and great, and there's no proof in the pudding,
Yeah.
bro, now you're just talking empty air.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, if there's no proof in the pudding, where's the pudding? Then, like, okay, you're arrogant. You ain't really about it. So it's like, I don't know.
And I think arrogance also puts people down while it celebrates its success
Yeah.
too.
I think that's it right there. The arrogance.
Yeah, putting other people down,
Putting
whenever you
everyone else
shouldn't be.
down, around you. So, yeah, I guess that's
And
the
I would
difference.
say confidence doesn't compare.
To what?
Like let's say like, okay, if I'm just confident in my weightlifting and I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing good. Versus, man, y'all ain't doing shit and I'm doing everything.
Like, flat
That's
out, like,
arrogant.
you're nothing.
It's arrogant.
Basically, that's the difference. It's like the attitude behind it. It's like, it's basically saying I'm so much more better than you,
Arrogance. Yeah.
and you ain't nothing. Basically,
and you're pointing it out. That's what it is. Like, you're
Yeah,
pointing it out
like
like I'm
you-
better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think confidence is like, man, I'm super jacked, bro. Hey, bro, you look good too, bro. Like, you look good, bro. You got some gains over there. Like, I think that's confidence, to be able to share that confidence with everybody else around you, or encouragement.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Honestly,
Or
I
think about
that's-
it like whenever you're like, okay, I'm gonna use you
Confidence.
for
No,
example, bro.
confidence.
Just go for it.
You feeling confident with that hat and that shirt? Did you
Yeah.
plan that out?
Yeah. I like the fit. Not well, I mean, I noticed how I wore on some episodes. I wore the same shirt twice.
You actually color coordinated this time.
Yeah, and so I'm like, damn, I don't like wearing
Badass
this.
hat,
But that
though.
was my favorite shirt that I wore twice on the podcast.
That's pretty good. How you could pull up a light brown and a dark brown. I'll give you that.
No,
thank you.
It goes.
I'll give you
I
that.
get the
Well, I reminded of Timberland, the shoe.
Yeah,
It's just like the same.
Tim's. Man,
Yeah.
some Tim's.
So, but I wanted to go back to what you were saying, Raymond, about, or I guess for me and you both, to ask, why do you think we're afraid to share our podcast with even strangers or even our own family? I haven't
think-
told our own.
yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I haven't told all of our family.
I guess it's the confidence, bro.
what lacking.
Lacking, yeah.
Huh.
Why? For you.
I mean, you just put me on the spot, but it's just
Okay,
like
well,
now
let me
thinking
share for
about
me
it.
then.
Do you
Let me
not-
share for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You do not think it's
Okay.
that great?
Well, no, it's not that. So I don't know, bro.
I'm afraid. Okay, let me ask.
Yeah,
Let
you're
me
afraid.
That way you can
that
think.
what?
I'm afraid that it won't be good enough for
them?
because
Meet up
I
there.
know I know the types of podcasts I watch. They're high quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I guess when I compare myself to that, and they're watching that millions and millions of people, it makes me fearful. Like
Oh, maybe
I don't
I'm
know.
mediocre.
I'm the little guy.
Yeah, well, we're definitely the little guys.
We're little guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So let's get that out
You
the
gotta
way.
think-
I
we
feel
are
like-
little guys, podcasters. We're little guys. We're
I feel
little
like you
fish
got
in
to
the
think
sea.
of. Nah, I feel like you got to think about it like.
see what?
What?
I feel
What
like
is that?
you got. That's confidence. I feel like you got to think
But
of
why,
like
though?
we're the underdogs
Okay,
here.
okay.
We
We're
are the underdogs.
We are, though.
Up
We
and
are.
comers. Up and comers.
I think I'm
Underdogs.
thinking more soberly than you.
I've been sober for a long time.
No,
now.
because-
Like-
because
what?
look-
What do you mean?
Sober thinking, like, I'm okay with being the little guy. Even though when it comes to going in front of a person and telling them that I'm the little guy, I don't feel okay. Because I guess truly I don't feel that I'm of quality or of good enough to share my podcast. That we have a podcast.
Yeah. So I guess the way I look at it is go ahead.
But what Jairo's saying is like, okay, we're the underdogs.
Yep.
But what does that mean? That we have potential.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, I don't deny that for sure. We have potential.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just I don't know why I'm afraid. I'm just afraid to get out of my show when it comes to sharing my podcast.
I'm
the
not
podcast.
afraid.
But
Yeah. So I mean, it's I don't know, bro. It's really not like
that's a good song.
it's kind of like how would I describe it? It's like a project in the work. In the work, still in the process. It's not like
It's this great thing.
yeah. I mean, it's just a thing we're doing. It's the thing we're doing. It's like I said, we're not trying to do it to me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do it to be like famous or or be well known. Although it could happen, but
I feel like
I'm not,
in longevity, like
Yeah.
we were talking about whenever before we're recording, the longevity of it all, the consistency, the persistence.
that's what I'm trying to still get.
The outcome of all of
get
our.
the longevity and the consistency.
I feel like the outcome of our consistency.
So-
I'm surprised that we do this shit every week.
This
We like what? We barely after what? Like freaking. This is 11 now. After
Yeah.
11 whole podcasts, we missed 1 week. That
I
was
think
last
maybe
week.
two.
so
Twice? Oh,
wait,
okay, I
wait,
don't
wait,
remember
wait, wait.
that
Something that's sticking out that you're saying, like, man. So basically, how do I put this? How do I phrase this? So fearful. I guess for me, I'm fearful when it comes to sharing the podcast with somebody because hold on. So you said it's a thing. That's what I remember now.
A what?
You're saying like the way you expressed it, like if you were to share somebody, it's a thing. It's a thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
But is it just a thing? Is that all it is?
Right now, yes.
Why?
Because I'm still trying to get the consistency and longevity down first. And to make it so like we're 10 episodes is not anything to sneeze at. It took us a long time to get here, right?
Still.
But
So what is
It's-
your expectation when it comes to meeting your I guess it being more than just a thing?
I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing.
Like what?
The podcast. We still
That's
haven't.
not
We still
good.
haven't.
I feel like
That's
we're
not
doing it.
good to hear.
No, no,
like
no,
we're
no, no,
For
no,
me,
no, no, no.
but I'm taking it in. Let's hear it.
So I'm thinking. I'm talking about like what kind of podcast we're gonna be described. So when I talk to somebody, and I do have talked to some people about a podcast. Well, what kind of podcast is it? Well, I can't define it. That's why I was just like, instead of me sitting here trying to sell my podcast, which I don't know how to define to this person, like, let me just not tell them about it until I figure it out.
Damn it. Yeah. The vision, bro. The vision's got to be clear then. The vision's got to be clear so that we know what to say, or at least me and you.
Yeah, I mean, we
Just be like, we speak about life. We speak about.
Yeah, but see, the thing
we
is,
speak about
it's-
hold on, let's hear what he's got to say.
it gets spiritual. It gets
life.
it gets deep. Like there's
You
some
think so?
episodes.
That's a
Yeah,
compliment.
Bro, it definitely gets.
That's a
deep.
compliment then.
well, see,
For
that's the
me.
thing though. It is deep, but I don't know if I wanted to be in the deep podcast. You know,
What
That's
do you mean?
why-
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about when we're
Emotional,
saying deep, like
spiritual, mental
yes,
health.
yes, and like
So what did you, or what would you like to get
no,
into?
well, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
I don't-
business, when it comes to business, bro,
Nah,
business,
it's-
for me, business is not my passion to speak about.
Me
Because
neither.
No, me
if
neither.
I was a millionaire,
me neither.
maybe I'll have something to, because I feel like a certain audience would listen to people who are at least successful and have proof
For sure.
proof in the pudding. Like for me, I don't think even in my business, it's like I don't even have the confidence to feel like I'm there to speak on it, because I know my flaws. I'm well aware of my flaws when it comes to business and finances, and I feel like I don't meet that criteria. So I feel like I don't have a say in talking about it, because I could share my struggles and I could share my vulnerable parts.
So in some areas, you don't carry weight.
Yeah, I feel like I
Yeah,
don't.
and I think that's where I don't carry weight myself, is in the spiritual aspect.
But
Like-
life, you do.
Well, yeah, but then you start getting really deep and spiritual. It's just like I don't know if I can
Resonate.
resonate.
How does that make you feel?
Just like that. It's just like you know how you feel like. "Arr."
Right.
It's just like
frustrated.
I don't know, like what do I?
Have to bring to the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't- I
Although
wouldn't.
there's things, but like I didn't want to go that way. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some things we gotta.
But see, I'm more than willing to let you guys go at that route.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I have something to chime in, I'll chime in. And like, yeah, I'll
I mean, if you were to if whether if it's deep or not, if you brought it in and we talked about it, I think it would be good to want to talk about it.
yeah.
Either way,
I feel like
it don't matter.
I
what
may
it
be
is.
wrong, but I think that a lot of kids, like not kids, I would say a lot of 20-year-olds are gonna listen to us and be like, "Oh, these guys got to figure it out." Even though you may not
don't
think
be
so.
fooled.
Don't be fooled, man.
Even though you may not think so,
That's true,
you know what I
though.
mean? Like they're gonna
what you're
hear
saying.
certain things that we say, and they're gonna like realize things.
That's so
Because
true.
look. Whenever I was younger, you know what I'm saying? When I was like a teenager, I didn't know shit about no podcasts. Honestly, wish I could.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
No,
could've
for sure.
tuned in.
And you know what? When it first came out, you're like, who's gonna sit here and listen to somebody?
A fucking, like
And
a
you know
talk
what?
show,
And I
like a
still
talk
remember-
radio.
I
Talk
remember-
radio is so boring.
Yeah, no, for sure. And when these things called Ustream started coming out, like people streaming like their DJ sets, like that's cool, but like who's gonna sit here and watch you DJ?
Yeah.
I know,
Now
right?
it's
crazy.
Freaking
Yeah.
Twitch and like
See, I never thought I
recording
never
and
ever in my
podcasts.
life. See, look, I remember being a young kid listening to my dad. I would can always be hearing Howard Stern's voice. Mm-hmm. If there was like 20 people and they all spoke and they sounded like Howard Stern, I'd be able to pick which one it was.
Yeah.
Because my dad was always listening to it. So like when I was a kid, I'd be like kind of like on Pineapple Express, like talk radio, so boring.
and I got into
You know
talk
what I mean?
radio because of Howard Stern. So
Yeah.
once Howard came on, you know, you like listen to it, and then this other guy named Russ Martin.
But
of
how
course,
old were
same-
you whenever you start? Like you actually were
that's a while back
interested.
ago.
No, I mean it was. So here's when I remember when I was listening to Howard. Was September 11th.
No way. Damn.
That's my dad's birthday.
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday, but September 11th when the stuff was going on in New York.
Oh, 2000.
I was listening to that live.
Really?
Yeah,
Howard Stern was
on
talking
Howard
about.
Stern.
What year was that?
I forgot.
That was 20.
That's bad.
2001.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking 2001, but then I was thinking of
Or 2000, I think.
I was
either
thinking
2000 or 2001. I can't remember. But it's been that long, and of course I was listening to Howard before then. That's why I was like, oh. I remember, it was. I think I would go in at 10 o'clock, so he was on like in my background.
It was 2001.
Mm-hmm.
It was in my background, and he's like saying all this stuff and just like kind of chaotic. I'm like getting up and like still groggy, and then Jessica, my wife, comes up. She had dropped off the kids and did something, and I think I had it in my car. And she's like, I don't know, this guy's being serious or what, or, what's going on. I don't know, but he's saying these planes crashed in New York. I'm like, what the hell? And then you turn on the TV and everything's on, just like happening. But I started talk radio, and that's kind of where I started, just like listening to it. And sports talk came around, and of course, I love the stupid Cowboys.
Yeah.
So there's always sports talk on, and I've listened to. That's why it was so easy for me to listen to podcasts, because I listened to sports talk already. And if you have a specific niche, you could just listen to that specific niche. Mm-hmm. And mine was DJing, so people talking about DJing, like, oh, be a nerd, and listen to podcasts, about DJing. Mm-hmm. And then it started moving on. Like, then YouTube came around. YouTube was like, what's this YouTube? What's videos on this? Like, what? Yeah. And then slowly started coming like, oh, okay, you people could record and upload it and show people how to do certain things. And then next thing you know, it's like, that's my number one platform. I don't even go on Facebook anymore. Like, I just don't even scroll Facebook. It's just like YouTube. Like, let me scroll YouTube. What comes up and pops up. And, I could sit there for hours. Like, this whole week, I've been off of work. Been on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh.
Been on YouTube pretty much all week. Just have stuff on.
Entertainment.
And learning stuff, learning stupid little things, like little programs that I'm working on.
Man, you know what, Ray? I want to show you. I've showed him. There's this guy that Joe Rogan talks to for hours at a time, and his name's Duncan Trussell. I'm gonna find you a good one because he's freaking interesting, dude. Like that's probably one of Joe Rogan's like best friends. Every time he goes on, they talk about the funniest shit ever. And so like, dude, I've listened to probably there's a series of like maybe like 7 to maybe 10 different podcasts where he's talking to Duncan Trussell. Look, this is just so you get like an idea of how passionate I am about this crap. Like, it's like each one is at least always more than 3 hours. Mm-hmm. The longest one was probably like 6 hours.
Wow.
And I've heard them all, bro.
Damn.
I've heard them all.
That's some dedication right there, bro.
I've heard them all, bro. And I'll show you one, bro. And it's just so interesting, bro. Like, to me, like, you would never think that. You know what I mean? But like, I've gone shifts where they're 8-hour shifts, and I'll listen to a whole 5-hour freaking podcast. You would never think that anybody, like, the thought of it is crazy, right? Because I remember whenever we first started, I was telling this guy, like, man, I don't like that you're limiting, and we should strive to go for as long as possible. I was like, you'd be surprised that, if one day we do like a 3-hour, and he's kind of like, who the hell is gonna listen to a 3-hour podcast? Yeah. Me. And I'm sure there's other dudes like me that listen to podcasts.
That's true.
All day, bro, because when I'm out here in the world, I'm jamming out in my truck. I'm jamming to some music. You know what I mean? But I can't. You see, look, in the morning, I get up at 4 a.m. and I go to work. I can't listen to freaking music in the morning. Who does that? That's weird.
Yeah. That was another thing, too.
I got to listen to the podcast.
To kind of like bring you up to a mood.
Just because it's just, I'm driving to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
well, see, like me also, like at night, man, when I would finish DJing, like 5 hours of like loud music, it's just like, you get
hours.
What?
And depending on how many events you would do like that week too.
Yeah.
So like if you did something Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
you know, you're just like fried. Your ears are just like.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So you know, sometimes just like listening to something mellow would help. Just like reset.
Wow.
The palate, you know,
For sure.
And that was me too. That was another thing. It's like, oh, let me just listen to something that's not so like just like I don't have to like
Yeah.
I'm like so burnt
Banging.
out on music. That was another thing too, is that helped me just kind of like stay neutral with music. Like anytime I heard a song, like, oh, dude, that's a banging song. Instead of hearing it on the radio 200 times and you like burned out on it already.
Yeah.
So every time I would play it, it'd be like, oh, this is fresh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I would get into podcasts and stuff as well.
Yeah, I got sick of music.
Yeah, I think like okay, going back to calling our podcast a thing, or how do we frame it to, like, when we explain it to people, how could we frame it?
I guess that's going to be something we need to work on, and we would need to talk about that and kind of like.
Because I feel like we're regular people talking about
we're definitely
life.
regular people
down to
talking about
earth.
life. But here, the last few podcasts is just kind of like, well, okay, we're going that way.
Yeah.
We're the next big thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only reason why we're going that way is because you need to get pushed out into the algorithm.
Yeah.
And the way that happens is doing,
No, I get it.
you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, okay, fine. But at the same time, it's like, I don't mind having these regular people conversations. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we should. I mean,
Yeah,
we should.
yeah.
We should. That's why I was like, I don't know if I could. I don't want to limit us because I don't know what.
And that's
capable
the
of
thing. We're
talking
not
about.
So that's the thing, though. If we're not limited, how do I describe our podcast to somebody new?
Life. Talking about life.
Talking about
Regular
life.
people talking about life.
Yeah.
Talking about,
I mean, it's not.
parenting.
I'll say not everybody talks about the stuff we talk about.
Talk about parenting, spirituality.
Yeah, I mean-
boring people.
So, all right, guys. What makes us podcasters?
Take your pick.
Tell me, please. Humor me.
What makes us us?
Yeah, when it comes to podcasts.
Original thoughts.
What else? So when they're talking about no, okay. So hi, how you doing, man? What's up? How are you doing? So I want you to take a look at my podcast. We are original thinkers, regular people.
We just talk about, like, you want to know how I
So
would
if
describe
you're
it?
interested in wanting to hear a different new podcast, check us out.
I just
Original
be like, man,
thinkers, I like that.
I just be like, man, we talk about everything, bro. Like, we talk
See,
about
but that's the thing.
parenting, talk
We
about
don't talk about everything. We
spirituality.
haven't talked.
We haven't talked about everything.
But we touched on a lot of stuff.
I don't
But
think
now-
so.
Parenting, we've
Spiritual.
talked on a lot of spiritual things. We bring up Bible scriptures from time to time.
It's not everything though.
What I mean, we talk about experiences.
Not much business. We haven't talked much business. We talk about our workplaces. I guess we have
tell
somewhat,
like
right?
little bit,
tell
yeah.
like some funny stories
From our workplaces, not so much for me at least. Not so much on family.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have. I
We
don't
talk
know.
about how we interact with our
Not
kids.
really a lot.
Not into
Bro, I'm like
depth,
spilling
right?
out all kinds of shit here. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
you have. Jairo, okay.
You know
Jairo
why?
has. I would say Jairo,
know-
you're very vulnerable. You're open to talking about whatever.
So I don't give a damn what nobody
So
thinks.
yeah, I guess
Because,
something
dude-
within me, I know I am working on. Even in the beginning of.
You know what you need to do with your ass?
Please tell me.
Like 3 days ago, I was like, the day I called you was that on Monday. I called you Monday. And so I was like, you know what? I want to listen to all of our podcasts.
Damn.
And I did.
My
I started
gosh.
from the beginning, bro. And I was like, I listened to all of them, bro. And I was like, we're pretty damn amazing.
Good for you.
And the fact that
What did you think, or what happened like when you listened to all of them? Like, okay, obviously our
I
first,
was like,
and then
just
our
the
end.
fact that I could fucking listen to us, even though I'm always listening to us. Because I'll be honest, I don't know who I was telling, but I was joking, bro. I was like, damn, bro, I'm like getting tired of my own freaking voice. I'm getting
I
tired
gotta
of
say,
y'all's voice a
I
little
get tired
bit.
of it because I mean I have to edit it.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I'm just like,
get
bro,
sick of your
I
voice,
have to.
man.
Yeesh.
No, I have to sit there for like 2 hours to hear like one podcast. It's just like, oh man, this is.
It's not.
This is why I was.
huh?
That's why I was like, this guy wants to record this and cut it out. I'm like,
yeah.
nah, bro. Let's just not do that.
Man.
Could
So
we
that's
not?
'cause-
Could we not?
Could we not? No, because it does add more. Did it turn off?
I don't know.
It did turn off.
No. Shit.
I don't know.
It's
I can't
dead.
tell.
It's turned off.
How long ago?
I don't know. I just now looked at it.
I just noticed it too.
Darn it.
It's all right. We still got audio.
Audio.
I don't know.
You could just like.
Makes it easier.
You could just. How do you say it? Like when it cuts off. You know how like.
Just put a picture of us.
Put it black. No, put it.
Oh yeah,
black.
picture. I was gonna say just picture. Put
Put
a
it all
picture.
black, and you know how.
I'll have to edit some pictures and put some like
Well,
goofy.
before we go,
You know
let's
those-
take our
Oh my
side
God.
photos.
Yeah.
You know those
Of our abs
bars
and then
on
post
the
it.
on the radio, like whenever they go like that, like you know, like the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just put the
the
voice
audio.
visual.
The audio file.
Yeah, like audio file, like visual, like you know the bars going up and down like that.
Yeah. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
camera.
Easy
guy,
for you
ladies
to
and
say, bro.
gentlemen.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Every time,
Nah,
every
I like
time
the
that
ideas. I like the ideas.
every time that I've given you shot ideas your way, you like, what's the word? You fucking not dominated, but you damn it, bro.
Executed.
Executed. Yes. Executed it.
Yeah.
Like when I told you about the flag, you
Yeah.
did the waving flag.
Yeah.
Do you guys know any editors?
Yeah, we could find some. I mean,
Because only okay.
Yeah,
Because
and
you,
here's-
you
let me-
seem I can hear it in your voice. You
Yeah.
dread it, and I don't want you to dread it.
Okay, so it's
I
not
want you
dreading.
to have. Okay,
it's not dreading.
It sounds like
it's so what it is dreading is the time that I have to put into
the
it,
time.
and like I'm trying to keep a time frame. Like I want to try to post on Wednesdays. Like that's my days. Like I post on Wednesdays. Sometimes it's been overlapping. Like okay, the day of I'm sitting there editing before I come here, and then post it, and it's just so adding more stuff to it is just like oh man, it's gonna make it more complex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make it as streamlined as possible.
And that's why you got that thing, right?
Yeah.
So to relieve you, I think we should get on that as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So that comes with us moving into the new location, getting all what we need to get
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah.
That's going to require effort
And
work
money and work.
I don't mind it, but we got to get to it ASAP. I want it done. I want to do it so we don't have to worry about it and do it later. And I'll put it off more, and then we gotta wait. We're dreading, and it's like let's just do it so we can all feel good.
Yeah, but see, I'm cool with that, and I'm just trying to get through being consistent, and not
And move too fast.
move too fast. Yeah.
But that's the thing.
So, okay.
Let me get this off my chest.
Get it off your chest because
So-
I got some more.
Okay, good. But don't forget neither, please, because this is a good conversation. I'm really enjoying this. So, I feel like the more you put it off, it's like it's the more we put it off, it's not encouraging to me. It's not making me more encouraged to talk about our podcast. That's because I feel like the quality of conversation has gotten a lot better when it comes to us. Now we need to look. And I feel like I would have more confidence if we had the look exterior. That would just help my confidence out. And the more we put it off, the more I'm dreading. Like, we have this podcast.
It's called working at it, bro.
I know. Now that's what I'm trying to. I'm working with you. I'm working with him. I'm working at trying to let's get this done. Because I can't if I sit around and wait, bro, it's like I'm imploding.
It's not like we're not doing podcasts. Now, if we weren't doing podcasts,
I'm past
if
that
we were
venture. I'm on the point of let's look like
okay,
a podcast.
I'm just making sure because we were having that conversation earlier. It was looking dire.
Right.
So I don't want to go through all, get it all going and then like, we're gonna stop.
But that's the thing. I need you to believe in me.
I do believe in you.
No, because if you're questioning and
No.
you want to put off,
I'm
it's
not
like
putting it off. I'm
there's
just
no
saying we're not.
belief.
I'm not saying we're gonna do it like snap my fingers and it's done. It's gonna have to
It can be. That's how serious I am about it. I'm just saying, if we stop this podcast now, we get up, we agree, we can go do something now about it. That's how serious I am about it. I'm not trying to Guys, I'm serious about wanting to be successful when it comes to this podcast. And I like experiencing things. I like experiencing new things. And I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but I get something out of when we hit another milestone or achievement that we done, like we got this stuff, that was a thrill. That was a thrill. When we got it all set up, when we put on the first, that was a thrill. Like every time I feel like when we go through these thresholds and we get to a point, I feel exhilarated. But whenever we're not meeting a goal, or at least in my mind, I'm not meeting a goal, I'm feeling like imploding. I'm imploding.
You feel like we're stagnant.
Yes. Perfect word. And I don't know. Because I feel like there's more to experience.
So you're talking visual.
Yeah. I feel like there's more to experience. That's just me. But go ahead, please. I know you had a lot to say. Please.
No,
Please,
that's
Ray.
fine. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, but that was just my thing. Like, you know, you exuded your passion, and you're like, okay, now you're showing me, like, okay, you really want to go with this.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like, I don't want to just do it and then like,
Yeah, everybody fizzle out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And I you have every reason to think that.
Yeah.
But we will never know until we try, or at least we're still here.
Yeah.
And that's what I asked you that question way earlier. Is like, at what state in your mind do you feel like we can surpass your expectation and do what we need to do? Because I feel like you have an expectation on us that we really don't know about, but it's there.
I mean, of course, there's expectations. Like, yeah, I mean, you know,
because I feel like it's there, and I feel like we need to talk about it, because I will never know until it's communicated. That way, I have something to aim for and be, I guess, expectant of, or looking forward to. Because if I don't have nothing to look forward to, it's just gonna be another day. Here we are. It's more excitement whenever I have something to look forward to. If you give me a time and a date, I'm all about execution. Let's do it. When you don't put a time and a date on it, all right. It's a drag, dude. It's a drag. It drags me to the damn floor. It's a drag.
So I feel like we need to like just agree on what's next. But only one thing. I could sit here and be like, oh, let's make a list. No.
We all got lists. I got a list.
Okay, then what's at the top of it?
Well, we need to...
The very first thing that you say,
because
you
look, let me tell you
there.
this. You have power, Rim. You have the power. You have the power right now. Because we could do it at your house. If not, dude, I'm fine with just doing it here. But at the same time, I want you to be happy, which is why you got that thing to record it live. Okay, now Raymond could be happy. Let's be here. Be happy together. Go live if we need to go live. And we do live without so much editing. Boom. That's one less problem. One less thing.
Perfect.
I just barely fucking grasped what you're talking about. I'm sorry, bro.
What?
Everything that you were talking about before.
Everything
that you were talking about before, like with the live shit.
So
yeah, I get it now. I
thing.
barely get it now.
Perfect.
I guess I just have to hear you speak more about it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just gonna help.
The way he just said it.
Because he doesn't like editing, bro. He does. It's which I feel for you, because I'll probably be
bored. It's not that
my mind too.
It's not that you don't like it. It's just that could be one less thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. If we have a choice,
it'll be like
straight up.
Like we could just spit out content.
That's it,
and not have to worry about like, oh, I gotta sit there and edit it, and sync up everybody's voice.
It's gonna be quicker.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Hey,
so that can
speak in your mic, buddy.
Shit, I'm sorry. So that can only happen at your house?
Well,
no. So the reason why. So I'm explaining it again. We're gonna set up in the room, and I have everything already set up. It's already there. Like it doesn't get moved.
But okay.
Yeah.
Camera set up.
So what are you saying?
Light's gonna be set up. Mic's gonna be set up.
So it would remove the burden of Raymond bringing the stuff and we're setting up. It would remove that burden and the burden of editing, if we do it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So next week we have.
Well, no, we haven't set a time and date yet. We want to do this, but
I would say we set up after Rudy's episode, which is next week on Wednesday.
I mean, but that has to come from Raymond. Raymond's the one with the power, like I'm saying. So we have to get Raymond to give us a time.
Screw you guys.
To give us a time and a date so that we can move forward.
All right, what's the calendar?
Or
Because we could start recording now,
live.
but the aesthetics is not.
What?
It's not right.
I know. I mean, if we get that going, we'll be one less thing.
Because all we need
I
right
want
now.
you to be happy.
No, all we need right now is chairs.
Right. No, and that could be done.
Yeah, all we need is chairs. Right now is all we need, just chairs.
And so whatever you're taking care of the chair part.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the chairs.
And they don't even have to be like even. Anything.
I'm gonna get something like this. This 3, but I don't know.
It's not gonna fit.
So they're just.
Oh wait. You said you just need. We just need.
Okay, let me show you. Like computer
chairs.
kind of the roll around ones. Not that big. The smaller one.
I gotta see what you're saying. Well, we can.
So it's like it's the ones that have just the back part.
We gotta order chairs. We gotta order chairs.
Oh, we could get them like at
Right?
freaking Walmart.
Okay. I
mean,
don't know. Well, if you show me a picture, and on my own time, I'll try to find something.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find those freaking anywhere, dude.
Okay.
Not even just
Anywhere.
like freaking garage.
So, but I'm still gonna try to get something comfortable. But at the same time, I need to see how high the table is and how everything is gonna be sitting. I don't know none of the details of that.
It's gonna be.
That still, I could still overshoot it by a little bit. It's gonna be uncomfortable.
So what do you need to be comfortable? All I needed to do is just to set the microphones.
Well, I'm just saying because dude, okay, if I have a choice, I want to get something that's decently comfortable, not something like that. I'm gonna be sitting for an hour or 2 hours. That looks like it's gonna hurt my ass. Yeah, I want something comfortable. At least I want to try to find something that's at least comfortable, that meets the criteria of the table, and boom, that's it. But if it was up to you or you guys, y'all can get whatever the heck you want, whatever. I'll deal with it. But if I get to choose, I want to choose something comfortable.
That's fine.
But that's it.
Cool.
And time and date. I guess we can end the podcast now, right? Or do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and end it. All right, y'all. We're gonna
Roll credits.
roll credits, and there's no video.
There's no video.
It died.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all. Peace.